about today is we're going to talk about something called human needs psychology, and this is exciting. Are you guys hot? Are you okay?
We're good.
You're good? Okay. We're going to talk about there's actually, human needs psychology is the basis for this work. And again, it's super easy. You're going to have this tool you can take with you, transform, literally it does transform any relationship, and it's been proven to do that thousands of times with Tony Robbins and Chloe have been traveling all over the world and having groups of like 2,000–3,000 people and practicing this work. And then what they do is they interview people 2 years later to see if it stuck, and it did. So it's good stuff. It's really, really good stuff. So according to human needs psychology, we have 6 basic needs. And if you have, let's say if you can satisfy 2 for your partner, you have a connection. If you can satisfy 4 of those needs, you have a strong attachment. If you can satisfy all 6, the person will never leave you, ever. And you'll have a very fulfilled relationship. It'll be awesome. So we're going to talk about those in a minute. We're also going to talk about trust, respect, and presence in a relationship, being present. Like you are now. You're doing really, really well. We're going to talk about how to rekindle intimacy, create and maintain it. You know, yes, it is possible to have it stay with you. The power of alignment, what does that mean? Being aligned as a couple. Finding love, compassion, and forgiveness. And then I'm going to encourage you to take what I call a 90-day challenge. And I'm going to give you that as well, which is going to be wonderful. We're going to get worksheets, exercises. Couples, if you are a couple, do the exercises together. And if you're not in a relationship, I kind of put you guys here so you could, you do if you're not in a relationship, you do the exercises on your own. But then there may be a time, I think there's one time where you might have to get a partner. So, but I'll let you know, don't freak out. It'll be okay. So, and now, the worksheets. When you do these exercises as a couple, obviously you're going to be using your relationship as a guideline. Right now, if you're currently not in a relationship, when you do the exercises, use your past relationship. The last one, preferably. And here's why. Because just like I didn't really complete my little controlling thing because I didn't know I had it, and it was like all about him, and he cheated on me, and I was, you know, oh no, you know, he did this to me. And although I didn't know I had any responsibility in it at all, then I went to the next relationship, and I carried the same, you know, backpack with me of controlling. I was, you know, real like dominating almost in that. I would say that's probably a better word. But anyway, I had my, you know, my controlling and my dominating issues with me in my next relationship, and I'm like, here I am. And then the same thing started to break down. And I was in a seminar one time in Los Angeles, and I got up and I'm like, you know, all, you know, transformed, a coach, and I'm like, all so great and wonderful. And the leader comes up to me afterwards, and she's like, you're gonna F up this relationship just like you did the last one. And I was so mad, I left. I walked out of Landmark Cinema with like 500 people in it. I'm like, no, I hate her. But I sat outside and I cried, and I'm like, oh my God, there's something here with me I've got to look at. And I walk back in and, you know, okay, this is what I do, you know. And so anyway, so if you don't complete your issues that you had in the relationship prior, you're going to carry them with you into the next relationship, and then the next relationship is not going to work. So if you complete it, we're going to do some exercises using your last relationship, in other words. Okay? So we are going to talk about now the human needs psychology. I'm so excited. Okay. Let me actually do this. This is it, guys. This is the meat. Okay, if you get this, you get the whole thing. And then you can leave in 15 minutes. It's done. All right. I feel like it's human in here or something.
It is.
I know.
It's not your imagination.
It's like human. letters. Okay. So now, the first, we all have 6 needs, just basic human needs. The 4 are necessary for survival. The last 2 are necessary for fulfillment. So, you know, these are needs that if you don't get them met by your partner, you're going to get them met somewhere else. Okay, in my marriage, this is funny because the 2 people who met my need when I was married are here, but in my marriage, I have a very strong need for significance, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And my husband, he wasn't really, he was kind of okay on his own. He worked a lot. I didn't get a lot of attention. And I need attention, right? I need it. That's just my thing. It's my need. It's like real strong for that. So what I would do is I got myself a best friend and another best friend, and I got my attention that way, my significance that way. And so what I'm trying to say is, if your need is not being met in your relationship, or yours or his, or they're going to meet it somewhere else. And it's either going to be with a person, with work, right? I mean, sometimes you can meet your needs through work. Sometimes it is with another person outside of the marriage or relationship. So we are going to get these needs met somewhere if they are important to you, especially your top 2. So pay attention to your top 2. In a moment, we're going to take a test to determine what your top needs are. Okay. So the first need is the need for certainty, or security. So we want to feel safe. We want to be certain we're comfortable. We want to feel stable, like there's some stability in our lives, right? And again, while I'm talking, you can think about yourself. You know, what's important to me? Is that one important? Maybe not. We want to have a sense of predictability. Like, I know Matt's going to come home every day, right? I know he is. If he doesn't, it's like, that's weird, right? What's he doing? Smoking? I'm sorry. So we want to feel secure in a relationship. It's important. We want to feel secure in our lives. We want to have a job. We want to have money. I mean, you know, we want to just know that everything is a certain way. And this is what's so interesting, this dichotomy here. The second need is uncertainty. And variety. So we want security, and we want certainty, and we want predictability, but then we also want uncertainty, and variety, and adventure, and fun, and just surprise me. I don't want to be bored. This can be boring. What if you had too much of that? Right? Michael? Yeah, this is boring if you have too much. So we have a need for uncertainty and variety. That is like change, entertainment, suspense, surprise, exertion. How many people like to work out? Yeah, we all do, right? Just about everyone in the room. So we have a need for something exciting in our lives. This is one of the #1 reasons why men cheat, is because of variety. They get bored, right? They want a little variety, something different. I'm bored.
Nobody wants to answer that.
Huh?
Nobody wants to answer that.
Exactly, right. Yeah, all the guys are like, They're like, don't say a word. So, but no, seriously, I mean, there's a common complaint that I hear all the time with my clients. You know, the sex has gone to 0. This is how, I'm bored. It's like, they don't really say bored, but they just say it's just not what it used to be, and it's not working anymore. So this is a very important need. The next need is the need for significance. This need, you want to feel special. We all want to feel special, right? Significance is feeling important, needed, and wanted. It's achievement. Don't you feel good when you achieve something at work? Right? something really goes well. So that also is an area where you can meet your needs for significance. So if a man is not feeling significant at home, he can feel significant at work. Now, this is one of the main reasons why women cheat. They don't feel significant. They don't feel special. They don't get enough attention. Somebody will give it to them, right? I mean, that's just, it's sad, and it's very, very sad, but it's happening. So we want to feel special. The next need is the need for connection and love. We all want to be loved. I love you so much, I love you too. You know, connection, right? I mean, most people have that one down when you have a relationship, hopefully. And these 4 needs are essential for human survival. The next need is the need for growth. If things don't grow, they die, right? I mean, growth is very important in really anything. So the need for growth is very important. We all have a need for growth. And some people have a higher need for growth than others. And, you know, we're going to find out in a minute what your top needs are. The last need is contribution. Helping others. Making a difference. Making a difference. Helping others. Giving back. It's interesting, that came out to be my #1 need. I thought mine was significance, but it's actually contribution. But these are very important to understand. What are your top 2 needs? What's your #1 need? This is going to drive you in your life. You're going to go after that with everything you have to meet that need, wherever you meet it. You also want to know, my partner, what are their needs? Because he's going to go after it every way that he can. If I don't give it to him, he's going to get it somewhere else, maybe through his work or smoking, who knows where. So he's going to have it somewhere. What we're going to do now is I'm going to pass out a test for you. And it's going to take a few minutes, but I think this is important. It's going to tell you a lot about yourselves. So just take one and pass it around. And take your time with it. Not too much time, but you're going to take the test, and then we're going to score the test.